Average Pat's Movie Reviews.
Hi everyone, Average Pat here to sit to chat today about the movie Dark Phoenix. It is the latest edition of the X-Men series and the last one that Fox will be producing by themselves since the Disney merger with Fox is now complete. The movie stars James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, Nicholas Hoult, Sophie Turner, Ty Sheridan, Alexander Shipp, Evan Peters, Jessica Chastain, Scott Shepard, Brian Darcy James. The list is quite impressive and it goes on and on. Most of these people have already been in some of or the last few X-Men movies, and unfortunately this is their swan song. Again, since the merger, everybody here is expected to be recast in probably about 5 years is what the estimation is that how long it will take for the X-Men franchise to be merged into the MCU. I went and saw it last night at the premiere night. I got a nice little collectible keychain to go with it. It's kind of a neat little thing. I got a couple of those. Overall, it's an X-Men movie. It's a Fox production. It's has its ups and downs. Personally, I think most of the movie was shown in the trailers. The exciting parts, the action parts, a lot of the premiere major big things like the standout scenes were all shown in the trailers. And frankly, it's getting a little annoying that they do that and a little frustrating because it takes away from the movie experience in my opinion. However, overall, the acting wasn't that bad. Just the storyline really disappointed in my opinion. You have Jean, who absorbs a lot of energy while attempting to rescue the astronauts on the space shuttle, which is shown in the trailer. Charles Xavier reports to NASA, "Hey, we're coming to help. Everything's cool." They go up into space. She absorbs the Phoenix Force, which is overwhelming her with power. She starts taking a turn as to how to control the strength of the Force, and has difficult times doing it. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jessica Chastain's character comes in. They don't really explain her role or who they are or who her people are. They don't really flesh out their characters at all. They don't really understand why they're on Earth, why they're doing what they do, why they're able to endure some of the stuff they endure during the movie without consequence. And able to shrug off some things other people would not be able to. I'm not going to get into it because I don't like spoiling movies. They don't explain why it's necessary to be on Earth, why it's necessary to have this force. And frankly, it's very disappointing. Jessica Chastain's a very good actress. I enjoy her. Her roles most of the time are quite well done. This one, I think, let her down because of the writing. It seems like they had a lot of issues with making it run smooth, and unfortunately, that took away from the entire movie. There are critical scenes in the movie that, again, I think were shown or very heavily implied during the trailer. Major instances where you kind of already know what's going to happen. The action sequences are good. There's beautiful graphics. The scenes of Jean with the orange lines on her face as it looks like she's cracking from the pressure of the power of the Phoenix Force is quite impressive. The special effects are incredible. They always are. It is, after all, a superhero movie. They have to be. Otherwise, it would really make it bad. But overall, the story didn't do it for me. I tried watching it with an open mind, knowing that this was their swan song, knowing that this was their last hurrah, knowing that Fox wanted to go out, swinging a home run, and unfortunately, I think they got a foul ball. It really disappointed. The critics have been panning it. I went in and tried to avoid that, and unfortunately, I don't think it's possible to avoid that because of the fact that you just can't ignore the fact that everything doesn't add up to a good story. There really is no justification for why the events happen when they happen or why they are happening at some times. The overall reaction to incidents that are going on is really over the top. Everything that has been accomplished is just completely tossed out the window, and there's no real explanation as to why that happens. So again, the writing really disappointed, and it's a shame because this could have been one of the better ones that they did. The other minor detail that really kind of got to me was in the comics, the Dark Phoenix saga was when Jean and Scott were way older, like almost in their 40s, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong on the timeline, but please don't hate me if I am. A lot older on in life, they've had a lot more experiences, and in this one, they're seemingly ageless. It's mid 90s. They haven't aged very at all, and stuff hasn't really accomplished much. And it's still, to me, seems like they're just the teenagers wearing the costumes. Overall, the performances by Sophie Turner were great. She had to do a good job of trying to contain the power and dealing with the visual graphics being applied to her face as opposed to, just a general acting, upset or dismayed or whatever it may be. She had to incorporate the anger and stuff along those lines with the, the cracks and the orange eyes and the power surging through her, which I'm sure was very difficult to do. But she did a very good job. Unfortunately, again, the writing let her down. The third act, really major battle, huge battle, unnecessary battle, never explained why it occurred, who was doing what for what reason, and how it all resolved. It left a lot to be desired. Overall, my rating, 1 to 5, obviously, is what I usually go with. I will give this maybe a 2.5 and a 3. I'll be generous and say 3. It's not really that good of a movie, unfortunately. It's disappointing. It is an X-Men movie if you enjoy the franchise. It's not overall the worst movie they've done. That honor still, in my opinion, belongs to Wolverine Origins, which is a film that none of us talk about. We don't talk about Deadpool in that one at all. We ignore that one. That never happened. So I think that this one takes over the title as the worst one they've done, unfortunately. Graphics-wise, the special effects, again, were phenomenal. The acting by individual actors was on point for some of them, but the writing let them down. And unfortunately, the Swan Song isn't really a good dive. It's basically a belly flop. So that's my opinion of the movie. Hopefully you disagree or agree. Please feel free to comment underneath. Let me know. Like my page on Facebook. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I'm on Instagram. I did a couple live videos last night. average_Pat on Instagram. If you want to see what I can do, and I post up on there. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you disagree with my opinion. I know I've had a couple discussions with friends on Facebook last night. They disagree strongly. They think it was one of the better movies. I unfortunately don't agree. So let me know. Give me a comment. Give me a response. And I look forward to giving you guys more movies soon. Talk to you guys later. Have a great day.